Thank you, folks.
Y'all good? You're welcome. Excuse me? I ain't a sissy. I don't have allergies. I got some kind of cold. It might be COVID, but I ain't testing. No, it's sinus. I don't know what you call it. Allergies, flu. I don't know. So if y'all get the flu, blame me during Thanksgiving, right?
LSU basketball coach Kim Mulkey consistently proves why she's one of the worst in sports.
Well, I'm going to take this damn mask off.
She has downplayed a deadly pandemic.
You know, and I want to say this to all of you. I don't think my words will matter, but after the games today and tomorrow, there's 4 teams left, I think, on the men's side and the women's side. They need to dump the COVID testing. Wouldn't it be a shame to keep COVID testing and then you got kids that end up having test positive or something and they don't get to play in the Final Four? So you need to just forget the COVID test and let the 4 teams that are playing in each Final Four go battle it out.
Saying people should play and compete even if infected.
First of all, thank you for inviting us, and we would like to present you with one of our jerseys.
Wow, I love that.
She has given off the energy of a staunch Trump supporter and made no quarrels of her feelings on Brittany Griner, who she coached at Baylor. Griner is a member of the LGBTQ+ community. When Griner was detained by Russian authorities, Mulkey gave a disappointing answer when asked of the situation.
How would you, with the combination of transfers and incoming freshmen, how would you describe that process of putting that collective group together? And then, too, I just wanted to get your thoughts on Brittany Griner's situation. And I don't think I've seen anything from you on that. And
You won't. I'll answer the first one for you.
To not even acknowledge Brittany Griner was a complete slap in the face. But one, if you have been following who Kim Mulkey is as a person, would lead one to say, just not that surprising. In one of the most disturbing revelations learned from the fallout, Kim Mulkey, per Griner, told her player to keep quiet about her sexuality. Griner would only come out after being drafted. Then there was the story of former ESPN journalist Kate Fagan. Here's that. Speaking with Dan Le Batard's network, she said, "I did a story in which Brittany Griner told me that when she was at Baylor, that she was not allowed to be openly gay. And this wasn't a shocking story considering it is actually written in the handbook of Baylor that you're not allowed to be openly gay at the school." Fagan would go on to say, "But after we put out that story, Kim Mulkey believed that I had forced Brittany Griner to say this. And she told the higher-ups at ESPN that I needed to be fired. She called the higher-ups and told them I should be fired." Wow. Kim Mulkey is my dark horse for person in sports that you never want to cross. She might not even be the dark horse. She might just be the number one person in sports that is terrifying. When Outsports, a gay sports site under the SB Nation umbrella, asked Mulkey if she ever coached a gay player, she responded, "Don't ask me that. I don't ask that. I don't think it's anybody's business. Whoever you are, I don't care to know that." And yet in Griner's own book, In My Own Skin is the name of it, this passage would really ring hollow. When we got there, the coaches gave us our bags to clean out our lockers. Then Kim said to us, "I know I probably won't see a couple of y'all anymore because you won't be around." I felt like those words were meant for me, so I said, "Who are you talking about?" And she looked at me and said, "I know you'll probably have things to do, the draft and all that, so you probably won't be around." That stung me a little, the way she said it. She was right about my upcoming schedule. It turned out to be even crazier than I imagined. But I also felt like she was cutting ties with me right then and there, like I wasn't wanted around the program anymore. I was still reeling from the loss to Louisville. So I just put my head down, cleaned out my locker, and took all my stuff from the gym. I didn't set foot in there again for weeks. And yet, while she was at Baylor, she would put out a statement, rather speaking to a microphone. And I'm going to show you that comment in a second. But while she was at Baylor, there was a essay scandal involving the football program and various athletes within that school. Remember football coach Art Briles? Should ring a bell if you're a sports fan. The president at the time was Kenneth Starr. Kenneth Starr is the same man who brought the impeachment inquiry into Bill Clinton and defended Donald Trump in his own impeachment hearings. Kim Mulkey would go on to say, if somebody around you ever says, I will never send my daughter to Baylor, you knock them right in the face. That's her defense to essay right there. That tells you everything. Many in positions of power love this. Why? Because it'll go unchecked. Because she doesn't care. She has proven she doesn't care. Time and time again, we have learned, no matter where she is, no matter who she coaches, there will be a good product put on those basketball courts. But it'll come at a cost. It'll come at a cost with a reputation that will be hindered. The successes will be up there with some of the greats. There is no doubt that she is a Hall of Famer. But she is also a Hall of Famer in the department of garbage human beings. So if you're not following along with the script of who Kim Mulkey is, and you're just learning this, welcome. This is something that everyone has known when it comes to sports and sports media.